Let's make a refreshing salad with turkey, fresh spinach. Everything here is fresh. Toasted almonds, golden raisins, celery, carrot, tomato, orange segments, red pepper. Did I say fresh basil? Fresh basil leaves and little lime sections in there. We're gonna saute. This is like a little Cajun style. Putting Cajun seasoning on the turkey, saute that with the shallots, and everything else goes in raw. It's a salad. Let's get started. This is not Asian cooking, but I'm going to use peanut oil. And I'm going to put a nice full tablespoon of Cajun seasoning on the turkey, peanut oil, mix it up, and along with the turkey we're going to get the shallots. It won't take long because the turkey is sliced nice and thin. As you can see, very thin slices. And the shallots, I also slice them thin rings for one reason only. Everything that goes into a salad, and you've seen this happen numerous times, anything that's very small falls to the bottom. And at the end of a nice big bowl of salad, you find all of the small cut up ingredients at the bottom. So this way the shallots will cling better to the spinach. So we'll saute this on a nice high flame. Seems like a lot, but you know what? Everything shrinks when you're cooking. Especially when you're just putting raw food into the pan without having any flour or breading or batter to make it seem larger than what it really is. And this has a little salt in it, the Cajun seasoning. But if you like, you can always put a drop more. I'm going light with the salt lately. So the only cooking here is going to be this. And the peanut oil gives it a nice flavor. You could use olive oil. You could also cover this, but what will happen is start to steam it a little, and I'm not looking for that. I want the outside of this turkey to be a little dry, because moisture is coming out of the shallots anyway. High flame, like so. Actually, now higher. You want to get done. And if we get a little color here, well, that's just fine. Could have called this we could have called this blackened turkey and spinach salad if I would have cooked the turkey separate and allow this pan to really get hot. But then, you know what happens to the ceiling in the kitchen? And if you have a ceiling fan, look at the blades. Too much high cooking in the kitchen, all that grease, even if you have a filter, gets up there. Gee, this would be nice, just like this, over some rice. or some pasta with garlic and oil. I didn't put garlic in this either. I could have. Actually, I could put many things in here. And you could too. You like garlic in here? Just put garlic. If you want an herb in there, I mean some spices, herbs, go ahead. Okay, we're going to almost be done in a minute. You press down on the turkey, it's a little bit soft, so then it's not ready yet. But the color's looking good. And it'll look good in the salad too. And notice how the shallots cling to the turkey because they're long rings. The only items that are going to fall to the bottom will be the cranberries and the raisins. Everything else should stay nice. The celery I'm going to cut long, very long, and very thin pieces. And I'm going to peel the rib of celery first, just so it chews a little more easier. You get that stringiness on the outside gone. So, if you're not sure if it's cooked yet, so you take a piece. It's a little hot. I don't like to pick it up with my fingers. So you pick out a thick piece. There's one. And just go like so. Look at that. White. That means we're done. You don't want to overcook it. Just shut off the flame now. Push it off. And let's get going, cutting everything up, putting it in a bowl, putting the yogurt instead of mayonnaise, because this is like a low-fat salad, healthy. The pepper, I cut all 4 sides off and then just made a nice long fine julienne. And the celery, if you notice, it's peeled, and then you just long thin pieces like so. Don't cut your fingernails off. Nice and thin. Everything tastes better if it's thinner. Now the carrot. For this, if you use the potato peeler, it's a good way to do the carrot. Just like so. You get nice thin slices. Look how nice and thin that is. Really thin. Much easier than trying to cut matchstick, which is what I usually do, but I'm just showing you another way to do the carrots. And when you chew on them, for some reason they taste better like this. The orange, you want sections, right? So you cut the top off, you cut the bottom off, and you run your serrated edge knife around like so. Hopefully when you're done, you won't see any of the pulp. But if you do, it's no problem. You just take your knife and finish cutting, cleaning this off. Pretty good. Just a little bit here, and a little bit right there, and the rest of it's good. Then, not a big knife. To take the sections out, take a little paring knife, because it just fits better. And just go in between. There you go. The next one, you don't have to do that. Just put it in and turn it up. Next one, down and over. Now this one we have to do it twice. Continue like that, beautiful sections like so. So what do you do with the rest of the orange? You squeeze it because you want the orange flavor in the salad. So squeeze it right on top of the turkey. But you can also cut the orange sections out like so. With a larger knife, just go down. That might be easier for you. Just try to control it better than me. Like so. And do the same thing with the lime. Won't be as easy, but the lime the same together. I'm going to toss all the dry ingredients first. It's easier to mix everything dry, which means the nuts, the raisins, and the tomatoes. I go crazy when it's a salad. I love to just fill it up with not just the spinach but everything else. That's a lot of tomatoes. So if you love tomatoes, you go this route. If you don't like so much, you cut it in half. Cut the recipe in half, no problem. And the orange sections and the lime sections, after I section the lime, I cut the sections in half because you don't want to bite into a whole piece of lime. So that will take care of that part of it. Then we'll toss this, then we'll add everything else. The basil's in there whole. So if you do this with the dressing, with the yogurt in there, it'll get lumpy, more difficult. So toss it first. We'll even put the turkey in now. And scrape all of them, those juices out of there, and the shallots. Wow, it's looking pretty good already. Well, I hope that's enough turkey for the amount of salad. And if not, I'll just adjust the recipe for the amount so that it is correct. And the only thing that we're going to add now is the balsamic vinegar and the yogurt. And I'm leaving the salt and pepper up to the individual. Okay, so that is not enough turkey for me for the amount of salad that's there, since it is spinach and turkey salad. So I will double up on that. And we'll put the yogurt. And if you wanted to use mayonnaise, you could use mayonnaise. But we're going somewhat low fat here. And then the vinegar is waiting for me. This is not a bad balsamic vinegar. I found this at Marshall's, where they have little things on up on the shelves there, imported. And this is a little nicer looking than that cheap stuff that's in the supermarket. That is just enough yogurt, or Or if you want mayonnaise, go right ahead. Don't use Miracle Whip, use Hellmann's. God, there's so many other things you could put in here. You can do a million things with a salad. Okay. I like that. All it needs is just a drop more turkey, because that's going to be your protein in this dish, and it's really a little light. We'll see how that looks on a plate. Just happen to have a plate ready, because I'm going to have some of this right now. We'll get a better look at it once it's on the plate, and you see how much there is there anyway. Yeah, there's turkey in there, but still a little light. Okay, there you go. I hope you enjoy this, and let me just give it a bite. On my plate only, I'm just going to put a little squeeze of honey on my plate. And why? I like honey. There's no sugar in here, so hope you enjoy it. Very nice.